Hey folks, Monty here in Las Vegas, Nevada. So, I see these people on YouTube with their 2 White Dwarf reviews, and I thought, 2 White Dwarfs? I'm not going to go 3, I'm going to go 5. So there are 5 White Dwarfs here. We're going to count them backwards. It's 126, 118, 98. This is a good issue. What is this issue? It's so old I can't see it. 94, 94. And finally, 93. So let's start with the beauty that is 93. Look at this thing. I think I've got this in picture form. Now, it's a famous battle that I can't remember. The Crimson Fists, right? They're not Ultramarines. I'm sure the comments will be hot with that if I've mislabeled it, with an orc's head being ripped off. Just a beautiful image. So we're starting, it's September, is it 1987? It's September 1987. And look at these Skaven. This is in the last one where I thought we'd started the Skaven, but obviously they were out well before then. Look at these beautiful Skaven. Does it say Jez Goodwin anywhere? No, it doesn't. You can use it with Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay, Warhammer Fantasy Battle, and it's a Citadel miniature. Look at that. Yep, I can't see any indication who makes them. Ah, Jez Goodwin. There we go. Very good. He had to be there somewhere. So who edits this one? Mike Brunton. I believe he passed away, and I believe Mike Brunton, and I believe I've heard him being interviewed just before he passed away. So anyway, look at this, the Warhammer 40,000 competition. Win, win, win. Lone Trooper, All Alone in the World by Richard Halliwell offers some crumbs of comfort to rogue troopers, not rogue traders, but rogue troopers. Oh, open box. We've got a bunch of, are these back when, yes, Richard Halliwell doing War Games reviews. Board Games Workshop. And it's board spelled B-O-A-R-D, if you need any clarification on that. Look at this. Some lady partially submerged. Oh, look at this. Oh my goodness. Advanced Dungeons & Dragons models. Are these Forgotten Realms? My eyes are not good enough to have a look over there. Let's see if I can see. No, it looks like Advanced Dungeons & Dragons, not Forgotten Realms. Gosh, we've got mail order games. The Talisman Dungeon. Mech Mania. So, no, these are the rule systems. They're not actually to mail in. Look, Games Workshop, back when it used to sell third-party products. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, that, I believe, is a photo of Mark Copplestone, actually sculpting some miniatures. Way too much fun. Awesome Lives. Oh, Avalon Hill. Now these are some beauties. These are really some beauties. Does it say Kev Adams anywhere on this? I can't see. But oh my goodness. We're Anton Stunty. Look at these guys on Wolfback, or Boarback actually. Look at these guys. I love the curved weapons. All kinds of orcs. Orc warriors with pole arms. 4 for £2.50. 4 for £2.50. Orc dual arm warriors. All 4 for £2.50 again. Amazing they made money back then at those prices. Anyway, oh, look at these beauties. Look at these beauties. Oh my goodness. More greenskins. Look at these goblins. More goblins? They're all goblins, I think. I think they're goblins. Yep, they all seem to be goblins. We've got Critical Mass. Of course, we could have Thrug the Barbarian. Or no, is this is a Trolls comic. Virgin Game Centers. Oh, they buy. I've got that book. I've got Middle Earth Role Playing somewhere. Middle Earth Role Playing, yes. Ghostbusters, the role playing game. Oh my goodness. A kinder, gentler age it was. Here's our Forgotten Realms. And here's our Threat the Barbarian. Look at this. Oh, I love this. This just so perfect an image. Tells you everything you need to know about the game, just in one image. Getting Away. Look at this. Are these Star Wars potentially? AD&D Tournament Adventures. Oh my goodness, for characters level 2 to 4. That's having played for what, 6 to 8 weeks to about 4 months. Oh my goodness, Getting Away from my hole. This is a classic one. So I'm sure I'll bite your kneecaps. Oh, the Goblobber. This is the dwarf weapon I was thinking the other one was about. Look at that goblin all tied up. I wonder if they're like cats, that they can land on their feet no matter which way they're thrown. Who says pencil artwork was dead? Look at that. Top Secret. I worked with a guy who played Top Secret a long, long time ago. This is a game, I don't know, I wonder what the resale price is currently for Top Secret. An espionage role-playing game is available from all beta games and hobby shops. TSR UK. Oh, interesting. They were based out of Cambridge. I didn't know TSR UK was based out of Cambridge. Interesting. Interesting. The things you learn in an old White Dwarf. Vance's Evocular of Arcade Delight. Evocation. Vance's Evocation of Arcade Delight. Evoculation. Something else, I'm sure. Okay. Mega Mania. Look at this. Justice Department. Is this Judge Dredd? It is. It's Judge Dredd, the board game. Here we go. Here we go. Getting dangerous. Let's just acknowledge the Virgin Mega Mail games. Most fantastic selection of games in the world. Now available to you by post. Oh, there was a Masters of the Universe role-playing game. Again. Only found out because this issue of White Dwarf. Gosh, they really know how to build suspense with page on page of beautiful graphics. Look at this. Look at this. I like this one in particular. There are a few that are good, but I do like this one in particular. Here we go. There's some Marines. I like the sergeant with the power claw always being up front, always having his helmet off, looking very about it. Those were the times. Even some squats. Oh, look at this. Now, these are rogue troopers, not rogue traders, I think. Oh, gosh. So this, obviously, I remember well I think they were Kentucky Fried Chicken burgers. The first and probably only time I ever ate Kentucky Fried Chicken burgers was when I didn't belong to, but paid my ransom to the Canberra Game Society so I could go and see the people play the 40k. And some Warhammer Fantasy Battle too. But it was mainly 40-year-old guys who smelt really bad and were just really nasty when you had any opportunity to play with them, and teenagers. It was a combination of those two groups. I don't need to talk too much about the older men that were there. Anyway, I do have darker stories about that, but I'm not going to share them with you, the audience here. Or write in the comments if you want me to tell more. I'll tell more if you want me to. These models, for the longest time, I had maybe 6 to 8 of each of these. It became kind of ridiculous because I like some of them, and some of them I really don't like. This one here, some of them are really, like this one's pretty good. But the weapons are all spindly and strange. They're very strange models, actually, if you ever see them in the wild. I like when orcs started getting more definition, which was just after this time. Oh my goodness, look at these beauties. Look at these beauties. But yes, many of these, they're just not for me. They're just not for me. But you can't go past an old Space Marine. Was this in America? These people look very American, in a kind of hair metal fashion. But let me see if I can. No, I can't make out any of this stuff. if you're going to get photographed for a white dwarf, you need to stick your tongue out and put your finger in your nose. That seems to be a truism, basically. Look at these things. Some interesting ones. I think I've got that fellow. They've added flames to him, but I think I've got him. Ooh, you gotta love the elephants. Just beautiful, tiny dwarves. Unfortunately, all grouped together. There's something wrong with this whole, the winners. Yes, well, the winners look very small. I'd like to see them in bigger. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Who wins the Demon Sword? Brian Moore, in this case. Oh, Tony Ackland. Now, Tony Ackland, I don't know, he seems to be a prominent figure. Gary Chalk? Who are these people? Does that say Eureka? I think it says Eureka. An inventive adventure for Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay by Paul Hargraves. Yes, this always annoyed me when I lived in Australia, because basically the prices never went down. Then what would happen? Inflation pushed the prices up, then the prices would go down, but the people that were importing would charge more money. And it was just always a way that things just got more and more expensive, basically. So all these claims associated with the prices actually going down because of President Reagan somehow never actually actively reflected on Australia. Look at this, it's got board games, games design workshop, wow. Letters from a foreign land. These don't actually seem to be letters from people. I think they're, yeah, Graham Stapleton, or Staplehurst rather. So that's a nice image. That's a nice image. Probably from Fighting Fantasy, I'm sure. Please leave a comment if you know where it's from. Look at this. Event 7, Return to Merkel's Monastery. Oh my goodness. They knew how to put these pictures together, didn't they? Dwarves, space pirates, and skeleton guard. That's one army I really, I've got a small undead army from Rochi Rochford, but it's one army I've never really gotten into, is undead. Of course, they're called vampire cults, but more recent things. Yes, when in doubt, stab yourself with a sword. That seems very unnecessary. I do like this map though. Big fan of maps in magazines. Black Sun. Not Black Hole Sun, but Black Sun. Chaos Fairy Cakes proudly presents York Enigma that you can imagine. Is it York Enigma? No. Tor. T-O-R-E. Enigma you can imagine. Black Sun. Occasionally found in subscribers' copies of White Dwarf. Interesting. Bowden to the Sea of Rome. To the Sea of Rome. Religion Royal Blood by Paul Cotwork and Jarvis Johnson. Ah, here we go. Jervis Johnson. Of course. Oh my goodness. These are... I do like the undead at this period. They just seem to be rightly proportioned. The horses, at least, are rightly proportioned. Gosh. This was the time. Young John Black doing his stuff. We're talking about undercoating. Thrud and Blander Part 2. They're in Liverpool. Games Day 1987. Look at that. Games Day award form, so you can write your who you think should be getting awards. Lone Trooper, Solitary Rules for Rogue Trooper board game by Richard Halliwell. Oh yes, they like drawing their robots, don't they? Oh my goodness, all kinds of artwork here, all kinds of images. Are they all from the same person? Stephen Tappen? Yes. They all seem to be from the same person. Got stone familiars, the toad, the hawk, the crow, the black cat. Doesn't really look like a black cat that I've known. The weasel. White Dwarf letters page. I knew we were going to get to letters. Imperial Space Marine, support your Imperial Governor. Oh my goodness. Dixon's Dwarves, rather not Wixon, Dixon. Journey to a new world. Heaven, hell, and beyond. King Ovar must fall. Creation Unlimited. This is the day and age of games where just any kind of strange name obviously had something behind it. Look at the many different kinds of magazines they sell. VIP of Gaming, Sorcerer's Apprentice, and Miniature Wargaming. Ah, interesting. Adventurers Club, Hero. Gosh, there are 2 Travelers magazines, Travelers Journal and Travelers Digest. I wonder if Travelers Digest is a bit like Reader's Digest. It's probably a condensed version of something. Role-playing scenarios, Call of Cthulhu. That's a game that I've wanted to get into, but just haven't. Gosh. Role-playing aids. Middle-earth role-playing game. That's a pretty cool game, actually. I've got to give it that and RuneQuest. Warhammer Generals. Look at this. Warhammer Register. Wow. I created a games club when I lived in the UK called Turing's Tacticians because I lived in Wilmslow where Turing had passed away. And I ran it to try and see if firstly there were any locals that were interested in wargaming. No, that was a real flop. And secondly, what kind of support you get. And no support. But I don't even remember if I was in the database. But yes. Anyway, that's my experience trying to host a games club. TM Games, they're pretty useful. Preedy does RuneQuest, Rogue Trooper, Slaughter and Margin, interesting. Chainsaw Warrior, oh, that was a great game. And look at these things, This was the age of just little curious trinkets, battle axes and stuff. Dungeon of Torgar. You are the last Cane Master? You are Lone Wolf, look at this. Lone Wolf winner of the Games Book of the Year award in 1985 and 1986. It was a pretty good game. But yes, such accolades. Here's the Orc's Nest. God love the Orc's Nest. I should actually bring out my Orc's Nest minis. I used to go to the Orc's Nest. Well, I went to England 3 times in 1 year, or maybe 3 times over 2 years. And I'd go to the Orc's Nest every time and see what painted miniatures he had, and usually buy a lot of them. It was the kind of lifestyle I had back then. Fantasy World, largest 2-floor shop in the centre of Hanley. Where is Hanley? Stoke-on-Trent. Oh, interesting. I've been to Stoke-on-Trent one time. No, what was it? No, I've been to Stone. That was the place, not Stoke-on-Trent. Yeah, Stone was very interesting. There was a company that hacked video games that wanted to employ me. That's a very, very long time ago. And here we have a Judge Dredd back. You feeling lucky, punk? Look at that. Kinda Gentler Times. So we've done this one. We've done 93. Now let us do the wonder it is 94. Hope you're keeping up with me. So we have White Dwarf 94. This looks so crisp. It's probably never even been read before. Oh, you can feel it snapping. Very good. Sean Masterson, who is the editor. We have a skeleton war machine. Look at that thing. Look at that beauty. I've actually got one of those. That's in Rochi's Undead Army. Chaos Marauders. Look at this. Death Zone. Board game supplement. Land of Ninja. Paranoia, which is a game and a state of mind. Rogue Trader Warhammer. Look at this. Warhammer Rogue Trader for just $14.95. Available September, October. They take Visa and some other card that doesn't look familiar to me. Mail order. Look at this. RuneQuest. Oh, you can mail order a lot of stuff. You can get your Advanced Dungeons and Dragons stuff, your Slaughter Margin stuff, your Paranoia stuff, your Call of Cthulhu. Oh my goodness. They even have Warhammer Fantasy role-playing games. Or modules thereof. Ooh, Townsfolk. Talisman Dungeon. Do I have any of these miniatures? No, I don't have any of these miniatures. Stop Press. A Dog Called Citadel. Wow, they raised over £320 for the Guide Dogs of the Blind Association. Wow. They actually name a dog called Citadel. New guide dog, which they had decided to name Citadel. Yes, they got to name the dog. They were kind of gentler times. I think, didn't the Royal Navy get people to name a boat? That was the last time I heard about groups of people naming something. Anyway. So where are we here? Buy and save. Game Center Virgin. Critical Mass? Oh my goodness. Is this a Thrud the Barbarian? This is a Thrud the Barbarian. And Chaos Marauders. Look at this. They look on my like greenskins. They don't look like Chaos Marauders. They look like greenskins. Chaos Marauders $9.99, available October to November. A rough night at the Three Feathers. Oh, sounds like a very rough pub. Okay, what have we got here? Oh my goodness, this is the Three Feathers. It's a 2-story, and the upstairs, the first floor as it's called here, are all bedrooms. Oh, that's going to be fun. Got to be fun raiding that on a Saturday evening. What will you find? And here we have, I think, room by room. Oh look, 2 a.m. That's when you do the raiding. You can pick when you raid, and if you do it at 2 a.m. you get that stuff. 3:30 a.m. Gosh. Here we go. Oh, look at the plague cart. That's a beauty. I think I've got a plague cart in Rochi's army that I purchased. The wheels came off, like it bent terribly in shipping. But anyway, 40 gobos. Oh, no, it's 40. I can't even read that. It must be gobloke. So there's a ook at the end. Gook, perhaps. Gobbledygook, perhaps. I don't know. It's Hamley's Regent Street, the finest toy store in the world. I wonder where that is now, or if it still exists. Interesting. In the comments, please. Talisman Dungeon, Stormbringer. Is it Bringer? Yes, it is Bringer, I think. Oh, I like Iron Claw miniatures. Oh, yes. You see some nice undead right. Nice undead right here. Live and Die in the Mega City 1. An epic Judge Dredd role-playing game adventure, or role-playing game, by Marcus Rowland. We get a good opportunity to see the Judge Dredd stuff. Not really interested in Judge Dredd, actually. It's not, just never really, I don't know, not really an Australian thing. I do like the magazines, what are they called? They're not called Dark Future, but 2000 AD, I think, maybe. Anyway. To Live and Die in Mega City 1. I did a podcast once where someone raised this as a game. The Fury of Dracula. I will have my revenge. Gosh. For only $12.99. It's a very cheap revenge. Okay, look at this. So I guess this is Mega City 1. It's outlined and hanging pots and various other things. Chauffeur, conman, immigrant, monk. Here we go. This is what happens when you review multiple White Dwarves in a row. You get repeated ads for games that, who knows if anyone still plays them. Top Secret, the SI Espionage role-playing game. What does SI stand for? It's TSR Limited anyway. The Mill, Runthmore Road, Cambridge. Rathmore, of course, not Runthmore. Welcome to my Friday night, ladies and gentlemen. Block Mania, Happy Hour. Gosh, Block Mania, Mega Mania. Just when you can't get enough mania. Oh, Richard Halliwell, responsible for both of these. Block Mania, Mega Mania. And a bunch of counters. Games Day 87. Okay, draw rare here. Old miniatures. Old miniatures about Orcs, Savage Orcs. Orcs 2, Savage Orcs. Look at these. I think we saw them painted last issue in the ads. Militia. Look at these. The miniatures were rough and ready back in the day. Dragon Meat Baltimore at the Marriott Inn Inner Harbour Hotel. Marriott Inner Harbour Hotel. There we go. In Baltimore. Wow. 10 a.m. on Friday through to 6 p.m. on Sunday. You've got to love the shows that start on a Friday. That's an Australian thing too. Okay, Blockmania. Skirmishings on Rin's World. Rin's World. Looks like a very interesting world. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we have some interesting ones. We have some squats here. And yes, I've had a few of these. Like this guy, like this guy. Like this guy. I've never had that one. But, oh, they're all given names as well. Enfield Chambers. Maxim Bang. I like Maxim Bang. Yeah, here they all are. Colt Stoner. Colt Stoner. I've seen Colt Stoner a few times. Barry Shemisha. Shemisha. Yeah, I think I pronounced that right. And Lewis Gunn. So look at this. Weapons and equipment. Now 40,000 Rogue Trader. Players Brief Orc Assault. Grenadiers. Yeah, here we have the Gobbo Lover again. You get repetition. Okay, so here we have a bunch of pictures of people. I think that's just good enough, right? No, that's Ali Morrison, of course. Gosh, how could I get them wrong? Ali Morrison, definitely. You gotta like these. You gotta like these miniatures. The Stun. Nightmares. 5 gamers laugh themselves to death. That's an interesting one. Oh, yes. The beautiful Space Marines. I do like the one with the copter pack. It always struck me as a weapon that was just never used properly. But yes, and of course the commander with his power fist, power glove. This is Sid. Sid, whose figures sport some distinct esoteric camouflage schemes, adding them after shading. The layering strips of colour that make his figures so striking would have been totally destroyed had any kind of wash been applied over the top. It's good when the actual text of the magazine had something to the magazine. We have Preedy, Special Limited Edition Prince Collection. These are the people that collect this. The Model Shop of Bristol. Gosh. Games Workshop Classifieds. Games Fair 88, UK's #1 gamer convention. Look at that. The Colosseum. This is a RuneQuest role-playing game. The Gladiators. Types of gladiators. Literary gladiators. Intelligent species as gladiators. The monster as combatant. Gosh. Blood Bowl, Bloody Bowl, Blood Bowl. Blood Bowl, Bloody Bowl, Blood Bowl. Yes. Bloody Bowl, Blood Bowl. Anyway. Welcome to my Friday night. Pit traps and worse. Let's see, we have some Space Marines. Oh, this is the letters page. Osprey World Championship. I miss, companies that have dragons just loosely thrown in there. Land of Ninja. RuneQuest. Interesting. Gotta love the Orc's Nest. Gotta love the Orc's Nest. South Sea Models. Are they still around? I think I'm subscribed to South Sea Models on Facebook. I might not be. It might be somewhere else. The Warlord Game Shop. Where's that? In South End. Interesting. Interesting. Spirit Adventure. Miniature Designer Wanted. R. Naismith. Citadel Miniatures. Interesting. Interesting. The back is a White Dwarf. And a free flexi disc. Gosh. This is what I've missed out on. A free flexi disc. Okay, folks. I can hear my daughters in the background, so they may actually raid this particular White Dwarf reading party. We're up to number 98. And this is a favourite of mine. I think this one I had in Australia. I'm pretty sure I did, or my friend did at least. Look how cheap it was. $125. It goes up to $150 pretty soon. Here we are in February 1988. Gosh, I was 12 at that time. I was 12 years old. Sean Masterson is the editor. Oh, Marginalia, Talisman Timescape, and Warhammer 40,000 chapter approved. Talisman Timescape chapter approved. Look, they do reviews of it. Interesting. Oh, we've got some Citadel miniatures, some back issues. Look at this. I don't think I have any of these. Mail order, Warhammer Fantasy Battle. Look at that. Warhammer Rogue Trader, Warhammer Fantasy Battle, Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay. Look, trifecta, and Warhammer City. The Star Wars code book, you can get all this other stuff too. Interesting. Dracula. Oh yes, I do like myself some Chaos Centaurs. I've got a few of them. I think I've actually got none of these. This fellow looks kind of familiar. Yeah, no, I don't think I have any of these, but I do have some Centaurs, which I think I've shown on this channel. Favorite image of mine. Chapter approved. Looked at this. This is how they make the Space Marines. This is classic White Dwarf. Implants, gene seeds, and zygotes. Look at this. Pulling the flesh back and inserting various things. Various gene seeds. Imperial Commander, the infamous Space Marine on the throne picture. Oh, you've got to love this. You've got to love psychochemical and other conditioning. Chemical treatment, hypotherapy, training, indoctrination rather, not introduction. By Rick Priestley, this is. I do like these pictures. Dungeon Quest, Critical Mass, the 60th Critical Mass. It's interesting that the magazine counts the internal editions of it. Talisman Day. I guess that's a day of playing Talisman. Not like Opus Day or something. Anyway, moving on from that. Oh, there's some beautiful pictures here. I do like this one. Some nice Skaven, the Minotaur Lord, scenes from county life, or courtly life, scenes from courtly life, sorry. The Servant, scenes from courtly life. Oh, here we go. 50 of the greatest heroes in the known world. The character pack. Dwarf Adventurers. Oh, there's some nice ones here. There are some nice dwarfs here. I like the dwarf with crossbow. Gotta love some female dwarves. Some fatalities, maybe just drunk. Iron Warriors. Look at these guys. The Mentor Legion. The Star Trek role-playing game. Ah, yes. These are favourite images of mine. I do like the armour kind of hanging in state. Beach Charade. Grapes of Wrath. And we have a map for Grapes of Wrath. Interesting. Gotta love contour maps. Gotta love contour maps. Arriving stock. Some lone Skaven. Are these all characters? I think these are all characters. Timetable of events. Tracking a skull. Using a captured skull. Capturing a skull. Oh, here we got some beauties. Here we got some beauties. So, I don't think I have any of these. I do like the Imperial Army. We have Casualty with Lasgun. Female. And we're back on the skulls. Oh, a few more Skaven gathered round a fire. Would have thought the light would draw them away, perhaps, but we got lots of skulls in this game. A bestiary, the Death Skull. Here we go, heavy metal and a thick page in order to show these beauties. Space Hawks at the time, Squats at the time, some Space Marines, and some Dreadnoughts. Blanchitsu. Oh, they're using different weights of paper in this one, which is really interesting. Some of the pages are heavy, some of the pages are lighter. Summoning the Banished God. And we have White Dwarf letters. Minor critical hits. Bivina Gupta. Look at those critical hits, arrows and crossbows, bolts, and Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay. Oh, I do like myself a mole mortar. Orc's Nest. Leisure Games. Temple of Games for London and Home Counties. Legend. And we have Talisman Timescape on the back. Moving on to our 4th issue, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. 118. We're into the teens, folks. It's £1.50. Here we go. October 1989. With Brian Ansell, Tony Cottrell, Graham Davis, Jarvis Johnson, Rick Priestley, and Nigel Stillman. The editor is Simon Forrest. Oh yes, it seems like, is this the issue I reviewed yesterday? No, it's just it's exactly the same ad with a bunch of exactly the same British kids. Culture Shock, Bolt Thrower, Enjoying Warhammer. Yes, that was a short-lived thing. Getting the metal team, with the metal band that you've signed to play your games, that's a lost thing. SELWG. No, it's not a Welsh town. It's Lewishamshire Leisure Centre, Saturday, 22nd of October. Interesting. We've got a mixture of high art and Warhammer art. The Orc Race. Wow. The Gretchen, the Orcs, the Lost Race. Orc Domains. Gladiators of the Roman Empire. The Adventurer's Guide Notice Board. Rings of Alliot. Castle Hammond. Look at these. Look at these. I do like that Orc Shaman. That's really nice. In the colours of corn. But this is a nice model. Two-headed Orc. Look at that. Orc Chaos Conversion. They're having a lot of fun. No jeans too. On a square base. Okay. Games Workshop Fairfax. Look at those blisters. Okay, we've got Orcs on wall bikes. This is... I should pull my Orcs on wall bikes out. It's just an arm's length. Look at this stuff. Of course, you've got the banners and the flags. White Dwarfs. Wall bike damage charts. Oh my goodness. This is a beautiful mini. A lot of beautiful minis. I do like multi-arm Skaven. Orc Blood Bowl Champion. Vindicator. Oh, yes. Yes. When Marauder made greenskins. Bull Riders in particular. Very nice. And Wolf Riders. Derby Terrace, Derby Road, Nottingham. Making Your Own Vindicator by Tony Cottrell. I think this is a famous White Dwarf for that reason. A beautiful Vindicator, you get the tubes and casting. Oh my goodness. Yes, these are classic models. You've got to love the radar edition to the Predator. Predator conversion by Tony Cottrell. Interesting. Tim Prowl made conversions as well. Vindicated by Tony Cottrell. Tony was really into all that stuff. Fantasy miniatures. I do like myself an elephant with some greenskins on top. That's very nice. Special spell descriptions. Oh yes, Adrian Smith. The Fly. One of my favourite models. I wonder, you have these into your collections of actual miniatures. I wonder if this art postdates the creation of the miniatures or if this art inspired the creation of the miniatures. But yes, there's some beauties here. Advanced Hero Quest, Space Marine transfers. Ah, those were the days. Those were the days. The latest t-shirt design, some beautiful t-shirts. I think you can still get that one. I'm pretty sure you can. The others I'm not sure about. That one I think you can get a version thereof. Advanced Hero Quest, heroic role-play in the world of magic and mayhem. Oh, here we've got a lot of Skaven. A lot of Skaven indeed. Here are some beautiful models. I think these are just Citadel miniatures in general. The largest city of the greatest port in the old world. I think the YouTuber that's pulling a Marienburg army. I can't think of the fellow's name. I think it's what's his name? Salisbury. Anyway, this is obviously one of the early discussions associated with Marienburg. I guess whatever floats your boat, if you don't mind the pun. The wasteland. Interesting. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Look at these. Look at these. You've got to love the humanoid with the face that he's covering. He's so subhumanoid now. Oh, these are some beauties. These are some beauties. War Griffins, Reaver Titan. I do like that guy. Have him on a base, not on a disc though, but I do like it. This guy too. In fact, I think I showed this guy. I think he was the... pretty sure I showed him in the miniature last night. Maybe not quite. Well, he had the same... No, I'm pretty sure it was that miniature. On a square base. So, you will have seen it in my video. Do like the Orc Paint Boy. Like that. Anyway, where are we? Heavy Metal. Steve Mussered and Mike Beard. Dale Hurst. Oh my goodness. So here we have Commissars and Sanctioned Psychers. I've got a few of these. More Commissars. Oh my goodness. We've got medics, including the Squat Medic. We've got a couple of Squat Medics. And here we have the Adeptus Mechanicus. Aren't they beauties? I really do like that hawk. That Squat. Never got him, but I'd really like to have him. Titan Crew. They're always fun. Adeptus Mechanicus. Ignorant Armies. The Rest of the World. Dealer Directory. Gosh. Don't see Australia in the rest of the world. Or maybe it is in the rest of the world. Amsterdam, Germany, Switzerland, yeah, Portugal, Belgium, Spain. Eldar Legion for $6.99. Available late summer. It's just amazing. Just amazing. Now we get the models. Oh yes. Some real beauties here. The Eldar were really coming out on their own, weren't they? In this Space Marines. 1989. Oh yes, all kinds of Chaos Warriors. Gene Stealers, I do like that guy on the throne. Bunch of Trade Determinators. Oh, I've not seen Magnus before, that's a nice one. Gene Stealer Familiars. And here we have Space Marine. Say hello to my little friend. And the back is, well, looks like a rhino of some capacity. And this is a bunch of Skaven that are bursting out, not bursting in. So interesting. And I'm not sure who owns the, maybe Dwarves. Dwarves, potentially. But anyway, an action photo. So we move. Did I do 126? I've got a distinct feeling I might have actually done this magazine, or maybe it's just because it was on top. I'll find out if I've done 126. Apologies if I have, but I'm pretty sure this is actually a new magazine. June 1990. Yes, I don't think I've done this one actually. Tony Atman, Brian Ansell, Andy Chambers for the first time I've seen in any of the White Dwarfs I've reviewed so far. Graham Davis, Nigel Stillman, and Kevin Walker. And we're still doing Simon Forrest as the editor. Ooh. Look at these lively folk. Stephen Ricketts, more importantly. What has happened to Stephen Ricketts in Diddley, or Dudley rather, Diddley. Birmingham, Ted Williams, Nick White, Martin Hutton. Interesting. Games Workshop and Citadel News. We have talked about this previously. So. Oh, these are telephone games. You can play Battleships as a telephone game. Interesting. Games Workshop retail stores. Games Workshop stores. Look at these things. Yes, we've seen some of these people before. Birmingham retail stores. Look, what is old is new again. What is old is new again. Marauder Giant Painting Competition. Wow. Here we have Games Workshop US stuff. Look at this. Look at this. Do you remember when phones used to have the shoulder holders? Gosh. You gotta love that the boxes are actually kind of falling in on themselves. I guess that's what happened when you have lead miniatures, basically. I don't think they've gone pewter by now. No, they haven't gone pewter yet. So anyway, Space Marine, Epic Space Marines. Gosh, using the Marine Army list. Here we are, Games Workshop Dudley, Maryhill Centre. Wow, you can play Dark Future for $10. Sorry, £10. 10 squid, that's what I should say, not $10. I do like this image of Titans and other things putting together. Special rules. The Blade. Stevensville in Michigan. Interesting. Some beautiful orc work there. The Blade. Okay, folks. Epic Space Marine Army list. They really did pack them out with this stuff. But you did have beautiful images to go with it. Regimental level conclusion. Oh, and here we have regimental organizations, the founding chapters. Ultramarines, Dark Angels, Blood Angels, Space Walls. A founding chapter. Space Marine Knights. Here we go. Epic scale war machines for Eldar and human forces. By Andy Chambers. This is probably Andy Chambers' introduction to writing. And look at these models that they had for Knights. They're existing models. Amazing. I do like this. I think that comes from Fighting Fantasy, I'm pretty sure. Oh, maybe there's all new artwork. Epic rules for Knights. Independent specialist stockists. And, wow. It's a nice picture there. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Look at these. We got templates, which they've actually left. They haven't cut out of the magazine. Gosh, Close Combat. So I didn't have this magazine. I don't think this was a magazine that I had back in the day. So look at all this stuff. Eldar Knights. Here we go. New miniature and site combat rules for Space Hulk. Oh yes. Some librarians there. Oh yes. Beautiful imagery and classic old Space Hulk. This is not a complete game. You need a copy of Space Hulk to play Genestealer. So it is a supplement. More Marienburg. The Marienburg Home for Families. Here we have a Marienburg Tavern, I'm assuming. Floricopia. Van Aren's Floricopia. A herbalist. Alchemist apprentice, ex-pharmacist. Ooh, some beauties here. Look at this. A cockatrice. There aren't enough cockatrices in Warhammer. But you've got to love yourself some Minotaurs. And, gosh, Chaos Champion on War Griffin. Not a War Cockatrice. But you can get a cockatrice too. Use different wings too. Oh, here we go. More Marienburg stuff. Marienburg on one side and Eldamode Temple on the other. Ooh, the t-shirts. Always with the t-shirts. Preston. There we go. Gosh. Contact Ian. Must be the manager. Ivan, Tim, Dale, and Mike. Mike McVeigh. The era of Mike McVeigh. These are Francis Elliott. It's responsible for these particular beauties. I think the Mad Boys as well. Mad antics and mood changes. Mania subcharts. Oh, I guess for your boys. Phobiac behaviour. Roll a d10. These are greenskins, if ever I saw them. Looks like a pencil sketch though. Maniac behaviour. Roll a d10. Schizo behaviour. Moronic behaviour. Deliriac behaviour. Meloric behaviour. Bloodlust behaviour. Here we go. Here we go. These are some beauties. Space Hawk Mad Boys. Look at them. Back when they had the arms. So yes, they were still armless. They put arms on them here. Your Imperial Knights. Your Eldar Knights. I do like the Stallion. It's quite a nice miniature. And of course, ending with Gene Stealer hybrids and Weird Boys and Minders. Very cute. Very cute indeed. And the back page is more of beautifully painted miniatures. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have done not one White Dwarf this evening, not 2 White Dwarfs, not 3 White Dwarfs, not 4 White Dwarfs, but actually 5 White Dwarfs, raising the bar for folks on YouTube who want to review White Dwarfs, how many they should review. If you can review 5 in a sitting, then you're competing with Monty. Failing any less than 5, I'm not even going to watch you. And I hope my viewers will do the same. Tom Barberley in Las Vegas, Nevada, signing out.